In November 1095 at Clermont, Pope Urban II issued a call that would reshape the medieval world. He urged knights and pilgrims to journey east to aid Christians and reclaim the holy places. Within months thousands answered, swelling into separate waves led by nobles and by impassioned commoners. The so-called People's Crusade moved ahead under non-noble leaders and met disaster before reaching Asia Minor. Behind them the princely armies gathered, French, Norman, German and Italian contingents each with their own leaders and aims. By 1096 the large organized expedition set forth toward Constantinople and the Byzantine frontier. In 1097 the Crusaders reached Nicaea, a strategic city on the eastern edge of Byzantine territory. A disciplined siege followed, marked by coordination with Byzantine forces and the eventual surrender of the garrison. Pressing onward, the Crusaders faced supply strains, fierce weather, and the challenge of long supply lines. In late 1097 the Crusaders began the long and brutal siege of Antioch, a turning point of the campaign. Months of starvation, disease, and repeated assaults tested the resolve of both knights and foot soldiers. In June of 1098 a daring action led to the capture of Antioch, but victory brought new internal strains. Within Antioch the Crusaders endured a counter-siege and moments of frayed leadership and desperation. Reports of a holy relic, the so-called Holy Lance, brought spiritual fervor and a temporary revival in morale. Leadership disputes followed victory, yet the army would regroup and prepare the march south toward the Levantine coast. They secured coastal ports and sought supplies, forging fragile alliances with local powers when possible. By spring of 1099 the main Crusader force converged near Jerusalem, battered but resolute. Despite supply shortages and heat, pilgrims were driven by sacred duty. In June and July of 1099 the Crusaders encircled Jerusalem and began engineering a siege under blistering heat. They built wooden towers and dug trenches while defenders prepared the walls and sallying parties struck back. Repeated assaults and mining finally created breaches, and on July 15 the Crusaders launched a decisive attack. The fighting was brutal and chaotic. Combat took place street by street within the city. By the afternoon the Crusaders controlled Jerusalem, and many of the defenders and residents had suffered greatly. The capture of Jerusalem in July 1099 marked the culmination of the campaign and the beginning of a new political order. After the siege, Crusader leaders established the Kingdom of Jerusalem and other states. Cities such as Edessa, Antioch, Tripoli and Jerusalem became centers of Crusader rule in the Levant. The new political geography endured unevenly, reliant on tenuous alliances, supply lines, and continual conflict. The First Crusade success reshaped power in the eastern Mediterranean and left a complex legacy across cultures. Scholars and chroniclers recorded the events, producing diverse accounts that historians still study and debate. The capture of Jerusalem between 1096 and 1099 was a defining episode of the Crusades, notable for its hardship and lasting consequences. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.